Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing great and excited to kickstart this amazing journey with us. I'm Yash Katia, leader of Azure Developer Community Dehradun, also an ex-editor at BizLabs and Barclays. I will be soon joining Barclays as a business analyst. And it's an absolute pleasure to welcome you all to the Azure AI Engineer Associate Bootcamp. We are so glad to have you all with us. Today, we begin a series of exciting sessions designed to provide you with an in depth knowledge and hands on experience with Microsoft Azure AI services. And over the next 5 weeks, we will delve into a variety of topics related to AI, natural languages processing, computer vision, and more. Azure Developer Community is a unique platform to help developers upskill and grow by attending community events, networking, and sharing knowledge. Our community is expanding fast, and we are thrilled to have such a passionate and talented group with us. We are proudly sponsored by Viz Labs, a fantastic platform that provides certification training through video courses, practice tests, and hands on lab in cloud computing, DevOps, cybersecurity, and more. They will also provide some exciting resources that help you to prepare for the AI 102 certification. Now, I will take you on a quick tour to the BizLabs platform. Let me share the screen. So this is the platform of BizLabs. Here, you can search AI 102. Here you can search AI 102. This course features 129 comprehensive video tutorials covering essential topics along with hands-on lab for practical experience, and additionally there are tests available to assess your knowledge and understanding. Ensure you are fully prepared for the certification exam. These resources are specifically designed to help you build your skills and confidence as you prepare for the AI 102 certification. This bootcamp is in collaboration with UPSCSA Student Chapter, founded in 2017, focused on promoting best practices for secure cloud environments. In partnership with CSA Uttarakhand, it offers workshop, events, and opportunity for students, fostering a community of learners, innovators, and future leaders. Now, I would like to introduce to our amazing team behind the Azure developer community, Dehradun. I'm Yash Katia, the leader of this community, and I am proud to be working with a fantastic group of individuals who are passionate about helping developers learn and grow. Our team includes Vinayak Sharma, Hitesh Matharu, Tanish Khandelwal, and Verma. Together, we work tirelessly to bring you these upskilling opportunities, share knowledge, and foster a strong learning environment. We are all here to support in your journey through this bootcamp and beyond. Also, let me introduce you to the fantastic lineup of speakers we have for this bootcamp. Our lead speaker for today and many other sessions is Saurabh Raghuvanshi, an Azure Pass engineer at Microsoft. We also have Aditya Pandey, Cloud Product Associate at the Labs, and Ayush Rathi, Senior Engineering Manager at Walmart Global Tech, joining us for other sessions. These experienced professionals will guide you through the complex and fascinating world of AI over the course of bootcamp. Moving ahead, AI 102 is designed for professionals who build, manage, and deploy AI solutions using Microsoft Azure. It covers the entire AI development lifecycle, from defining requirements to building and deploying secure AI solutions using responsible AI principles. Throughout this bootcamp, you will learn how to work with Azure AI services, REST APIs, SDKs, and even explore topics like natural language processing, computer vision, and generative AI. Here's a quick rundown of our bootcamp schedule. On week one, today is a session. Today we have an introduction and bootcamp overview. Tomorrow we will be having a session on get started with Azure AI services led by Saurabh Raghuvanshi sir. And on week two, we will be having two sessions. First, create computer vision solution with Azure AI Vision. And the next session will be on develop solutions with Azure AI Document Intelligence. Week 3 will be based on natural language processing, in which on session 1 we will be covering basics, and on the session 2 we will be covering the advance of language AI application. Similarly, on week 4 we will be covering knowledge mining, and the first session will be based on the basics of knowledge mining, and the session 8 will be on the advanced knowledge mining techniques. The session 5 Week 5, we will be covering develop generative AI solutions with Azure Open AI services on the session 1, and the last session will be on the conclusion and announcement of the winners. Each weekend, we will focus on key AI related topics, and every session will be led by an expert in the field. This session will help you gain hands on knowledge to prepare you for the AI 102 certification. Now I will hand it over to Saurabh Raghuvanshi sir, who will walk you through what we will be covering in each session. Saurabh sir, over to you.
Thank you, Yash. I hope I'm audible.
Yes sir, you are audible sir.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, thank you, team, for putting this fantastic opportunity for all the learners. As we all know that AI is booming. We are talking about ChatGPT, we are talking about OpenAI, we are talking about Gemini. AI is everywhere, and it's very critical today that we all should learn about this technology, and we should emphasize that okay, how we can learn this technology and put it in our day to day work. Imagine you being a developer, you being a front end developer or a back end developer or even DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, learning the skill of AI and putting it into your application. What you can do more for your enterprise, for your company, or for your own project altogether. And that is what today now industry is looking for. I'm from Microsoft. We see how hiring process is happening currently, and AI is now becoming a new norm. And when I talk about AI, you don't need to be expert into algorithms, you don't need to be expert into statistics, probability of whatever the legacy AI we used to talk about. Today it's all about how to use pre-built models and use it into your day-to-day application. Even being a software developer, you need to know AI. Even being a cloud engineer, you need to know AI. And and it goes for all the technology, whether it's web development, full stack. uh, it required to have a AI skills, and it's becoming like a go to skills for all the developer, all the new hire people, at least in the industry. So that's where it's very great opportunity that you guys have think about it, that okay, this could be something to present in front of your audience. I believe this is definitely going to bring them lot of confidence, lot of skills. And the way you plan, I was hearing about the plan that you are trying to deliver through this boot camp. I'm amazed how people can utilize this and get that skills, use it through their blogging or whatever you are going to talk about, and showcase them that they are ready for the job. And today we are in the situation, or today we are living in a dilemma where there is a lot of wars going on, and that's where the job opportunity are becoming trigger for the people to get into good companies. So skills like these, whatever you are trying to deliver, is not only help them to increase their portfolio, but also help them to stand out from the audience. And that's what industry is looking for. That's what even big companies, you can name any, is looking for. People to have the versatile skill. They can even don't be a AI engineer, but they know how to use the pre-existing model and put it into their applications. And this is what this, I think, bootcamp is going to deliver. We are going to have lots of projects, lot of hands-on things, lot of skills that you are going to learn and that you can utilize in your day-to-day learning as well as day-to-day work, so that you can become more efficient, more productive, and industry ready. So that's what the mantra for this complete bootcamp is. So before going, let me just walk you through what we are going to what you can expect from this complete 5 week boot camp. What all the topic we are going to cover, what all the skills you can expect you to gain through the end of the boot camp, and how the process is going to look like. That's what Yash is going to cover at the end. So let me just share my screen so that we can kickstart. I hope my screen is visible. If yes, if you can confirm. Yes, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible, sir.
Great. Thank you very much. So, yes, today is the start of our boot camp. Today we are going to talk about okay what AI 102 is. Today we have already yes have covered that part, and now we are going to talk about the break, like what all we are going to cover in each session, and then what you can expect. Lot of opportunities there for you to learn, to win. Lot of opportunities, winning opportunities also there for you for from in terms of goodies, swags, opportunity, or a platform like WizLabs is sponsoring this event, so you are going to get opportunity to get free subscription for all their courses, their hands-on lab as well as test series that can help you prepare for any certification uh, in industry related to cloud, cybersecurity, AI, DevOps. So you can learn all these skills using the platform itself, the WizLab, so whatever they are going to offer. So today is the first session, and session two is we are going to talk about get started with Azure AI services. We wanted to make this session friendly for everyone, that even people who don't have experience with AI or haven't used AI at all can also come and start learning, start their AI journey with us. And we wanted to make sure that everyone feel inclusive here, even the people with having a higher experience or people with just coming just being in a college and getting started with the AI. So we want to start this complete bootcamp with a complete fundamental so that you feel confident, you understand what is the skills, what how to get started with AI services, what all the AI services that are available into Azure, how you can use that in your day-to-day projects. So we'll start with how you can use AI services, how to create AI services into Azure. Then the more critical part is when we talk about AI, right? It's critical that how we can use AI responsibly and how we can use AI in a secure manner. Because when you talk about AI, right, it's trained on data, it's trained upon maybe your data or the data from the internet. So when you want to build enterprise application, security comes first, and it's become a critical part of now industry, that how we can make AI solutions secure. There is altogether a domain that is now AI security engineers that people are looking for. Even industry, like I can talk about company like Microsoft, I know they are aggressively hiring for the AI security engineers, because you can build AI solution, but how you can make it secure, because enterprise is only going to use AI solutions when they feel that okay, it's secure, their data is secure with either any cloud provider or with the enterprise, whatever they are trying to build in their application, whether their data is secure or not, whether it can be exploited. So these things become critical, and that's where it's very critical that at the start of the session only we should talk about security, and that's what we are going to do. Then other thing is, since this AI models that we talk about in whether it's chat GPT, search, vision, or text recognition, language recognition, everything, it's run in cloud, right? So it's not running in your own laptop, or it's not running in your own data center. So you don't have I would say 100% control, but at the same time you want to understand okay, what is happening in my environment, whether the application is only getting accessed by the people who I want, or how is the performance of my application, whether let's say 100 user are using my application, or 1000 user or 1 million user is using my application. So how I going to see this? You're going to see this using the monitoring services. So there is a comprehensive list of monitoring services that are available into Azure that can be integrated into your AI services, that you can use for your understanding of what is happening at what service, whether you are seeing any errors, whether user is seeing any performance issue or latency issue, how you going to work on these concepts or how you going to understand these things is going to be monitored by your monitoring services. There are a lot of pre-built monitoring services that will be available, like Azure Monitor, that is already existing, but we will also talk about some advanced advanced monitoring services like log analytics, how can archive your data into storage so that you can store your these data for a longer period of time and get more information out of it. So we are going to do that. Then we are going to talk about deploying AI services in containers. So why AI services into container is important, that let's say now today you see that these AI services can be used by a lot of enterprise, and a lot of enterprise are already using, but they always have this restriction or policy that they don't want to put their data or their application into the cloud ecosystem, maybe the banking or the finance side of the companies. So they want to run this application or these AI models into their own data center or into their own infrastructure. That's where they can take the image, that is the container image from Azure, and they can deploy this whether in their Windows server or deployed there in Linux server, so that they don't have to bring their data into any of the cloud provider. They can keep their data into their on-prem itself and lift and shift this complete AI model from Azure to their own data center. By this way, they will have that flexibility of managing their own data, how they want to pursue their own data. They can use that. Still, they have to create the service into Azure, because at the end, Microsoft is going to bill you, right? Because they are going to give you that complete AI model or infrastructure. So there is a replica of your service that is going to be available into Azure itself, but it is not going to bring your any data. It's just going to be there for a billing purpose, and your whole application or your whole AI model will be running in your own infrastructure or in your own data center altogether. I think it is a great move, because a lot of organizations have these restrictions that because it's AI and it trained on data, how I can make it secure. And containers can provide a great way that they can bring it to their own infrastructure and utilize it as they want without bringing their data into the cloud. And then comes the session three. It's really fascinating. Azure AI Vision. When I started my college project, I was doing my end semester project, I think 2 or 3 years back. I was always thought about how to use Vision or how to extract information from the images or from the videos. Today we are talking about self-driving car, or today we are talking about applications which read image and extract information. But 3 year or 4 year down the line, there was no such model uh, that is widely available. You have to train your own model to do that. So I have a one project that I was where I used to feed. I had trained that model with uh, huge amount of image data as well as video data, and later we used to upload the images or videos to extract information. That is what even computer vision applications do now. It use videos or real time video, I would say. Example is self-driving car. If let's say a car is coming in front of you, you have to use that video frames, and you have to understand that you have to press the brake now because the car is coming in front of your vehicle. That is so real time. And to create those type of model, or to create that with very low latency, you need application or need infrastructure which is running on GPUs based infrastructure. And that's where cloud provider like Azure come into the picture, which can provide you infrastructure that is highly available, highly secure, highly I would say fault tolerant, and provide you with very low latency so that you can host even real time application into your cloud. And in this complete session, we are going to talk about how you analyze image, how you classify the image into using AI models into different categories. You detect, analyze, and recognize faces, where you will see how you can train your model to recognize specific things. I was recently delivering one session in Microsoft here with our enterprise customer, and one of the customer came and he was talking about his application. So basically what they were doing is they were using this custom computer vision model in Azure, and they are targeting a farmer sector. So basically, based upon the AI images that they capture, they divide the coming fruits into different categories. Let's say this is high quality food, this is let's say average quality, and this is let's say low quality. And based upon this image fragment, they divide the product into multiple, I would say, multiple buckets, and then they used to sell let's say good into higher price, and with the average price, and so that they can better manage. And using this model, they were able to increase their I would say annual income by 40%. Think about it, 40% of increase into the yearly income using the AI models. This is what AI can bring you, or any enterprise. So that's where even if you are someone who is looking for a job, or you're going to target a job, AI is going to be a skills that you can look for, that can help you easily, or I would say easily compared to other fields, help you get the job. And that's where, and more important part is, you don't need to be a AI expert. You don't need to be understanding these algorithms, or understanding the fundamental of how these models work. Like today, you use Chat GPT in your day-to-day work, right? Have you ever think how it's work, or how it's working behind the scene? It's running into Azure. It's using Azure Search and Azure AI models to run this application. That's what you see into Chat GPT. That's what Chat GPT is. It's run into Azure infrastructure using their own model altogether. But you don't have to think about that, right? Because it's already available. You can use it into your day-to-day work. And that's what even all the services that you see into Microsoft, most of them, you don't need to understand the logic, how it works behind the scene, until unless you are going to be a complete AI engineer. But being a software developer, being a cloud engineer, being a DevOps engineer, being a front end full stack developer, you don't need to know all these things in this depth. You need to just understand how you can take this already built AI models and use it into your application altogether. So that's what critical it is. You need to just use it. And that's what this vision model can help you use, whether analyzing image, classifying models, AI, using AI visions, detect, analyze, and recognize faces, read text in images. So when I think about now my project, I think like, okay, I don't have to do this much of model training that I did 3 years back. Now I can just bring my own images and let the AI model, already trained model, do everything for me. So I don't have to think about my own model, training them, thinking about their efficiency, performance, everything. I can lift and shift to Microsoft. They should take care for me. I will only take care of how I can utilize this in my day-to-day application, or how I can make it my application more productive for my own users. The other part is analyzing video. As I talk about, self-driving car depend upon these analyzing video models. Sorry, yeah, analyzing video model, and they use it into their all the camera that you see, whether in Tesla or all the self-driving car model that you are seeing currently. They use video frame from all the direction of their car, and they extract the information at complete real time. Okay, and then based upon that, the car take decisions whether to accelerate, whether to use brake, turn left, right, whatever you have to do, that are complete instant. And that's what this AI model can help you to build these type of solutions. Then we are going to talk about in session 4, we are going to talk about more about documents intelligence, how we can play around with documents, how we can extract information from the document, use AI model to extract information or extract critical information from the documents. Because when we talk about today's world, right, there are huge amount of data, or huge amount of text data is available. Simple example is whether you go on Google, or whether you go on um, Bing, you search for, let's say, anything like maybe the roadmap to prepare for AI 900 or AI 102. You see lots and lot of information, right? But how you gonna extract the best information for you? How you gonna do that? Because there is thousands of information or lakhs of blogs, post, content that is there on internet, that is relevant to what you are asking. But what is most relevant to you? That's where the model like Chat GPT that you see, right? Today when you ask that, okay, can you create a plan for, let's say, my 100 days of AI learning? It will create you a dedicated plan. And maybe you can give it more context that, okay, I'm in first year of my college, or let's say I'm fourth year in of my college, I already know, let's say, statistics, algorithms. Now help me to prepare for, let's say, AI job. It will create a comprehensive list, what all you need to study, what all you should focus more, to get a job into AI. And that's what this AI models do. And to understand these things, or to get the exact information, we definitely do prompt. We write a proper prompt. Behind the scene, it go through all the content. It go through all the content that is there and understand and bring it to their, bring it his or bring it their own model or bring it their own data to tell you that okay, what is required for this particular questions that you are asking. Okay, so that's what AI do nowadays. Because of lot of information, you want to get only the best, what is best suitable for your scenario. And that's what that can be done by understanding or training this model or extracting information for huge amount of AI model. Recently I was in another one of the session, I was talking to one of the participant, and he was not from AI background, he is not even from a computer science background, he is from laws. Okay, he was doing practice, he was a law student, he was doing practice into a law firm. Now what, how they use this AI model, they created and trained their AI model on all these articles or all these law related books. Okay, because right, article this and article 37, article this, there is huge amount of data or huge amount of information that is there into um into the law firm especially, right? And they have to study all these information or all these articles, all these acts, everything they have to learn. And every time when there is a new case comes, they have to go through all these books, all this content, to understand what is more relevant for their client to fight the case in the court. But now what they do, they train the model with AI on their own data, whatever the studies they have did in last 10 years or 15 years. Now let's say any new case comes, they create a template, they create a like a complete information, what happened, what everything, and put it into that model again and ask questions that okay, which act or which rules can help me better fight this particular I would say case. And that AI model give them the complete information that okay, you should focus on this, you should look into this. And think about how easy their job became now. So he was telling me that earlier it used to take approx 20 to 25 days to just go through all this document or all this data to find out what is most relevant to a particular case. But now it reduced to 10 to 15 minutes. Just imagine, even if you think about 30 days to 10-15 minutes, that's what productivity AI can bring you in your day-to-day work. You don't need to be AI engineer. This is a great example here that okay, you don't need to be AI engineer to use AI. You just train your model, bring your own data, and AI will do everything for you. And behind the scene, to search, right, to search what is the most relevant data for you, it use Azure AI search. And there is going to be a dedicated session for Azure AI search as well. So now we'll come to session 5 and session 6, which is week 3. And here we will talk about natural language processing. Today you are seeing Alexa or these all these AI model which can speak as well, translate one language into another, and do a lot of work. I don't know whether you heard about the company or not, Bhashni. It is one of the Indian startup completely booming into the industry. And when we talk about India, I really feel proud about how versatile we are, the number of languages we speak, the number of demography we have, the weather condition, everything. But there are some real core problem that is there in our country. One is because we speak multiple language, it's very hard to go on a new place and learn that language or to know all these languages. That's what Bhashni do. It help you to convert one language into another Indian local language itself. Imagine that okay, you are speaking uh, in, let's say, Hindi or English, and it is converting to Marathi, Tamil, whatever the language you can think about in India, it's converting into that language. And let's say, think about that a leader who is speaking. If let's say I'm going to in Tamil Nadu, if let's say I will speak English, maybe 30% or 50% people will be able to understand, but there will be people who will not able to relate to me because I'm speaking in a language that they don't know. And think about, there is already a AI model that is there which converts my language to their local language so that they can learn or they can understand in their own local language. And that's what natural language processing do, and that's what even Hashini as a company, they are running the OpenAI models behind the scene using Microsoft natural language processing as well as a lot of other AI services, and convert one language, one local language of India into another local language. Recently Prime Minister Modi was delivering one session and he was using this model. I was completely fascinated to see that, okay, this is what AI can bring. He was talking in a different language because the audience was in a different who understand a different language. It was converting his speech real time into a different language altogether, and people were able to relate more, people were able to understand more what he want to tell. And think about in all the businesses, it's just okay, he's the prime minister, he was using that. Think about all the application that we are building to the internet, to the applications, and think about that if in a real time your website or your application can convert into a local language so that anyone with any language understanding can come and understand and use that uh, your services. How versatile you can bring your application or make your application, so that it is now in hand of every user of India. I'm just giving example of India. Similar problem may be there into other countries as well. So we can solve the real world problem using AI models. And trust me when I say this, when you go for an interview, companies like Microsoft or any big company, I must say, they look for whether you have a problem solving skills or not, whether you have a skill where you can think about the problem that is there in your society. I will tell you one example. When I was in college, I was preparing for my interviews or my examination for placement. I created one project that was about how to reduce crimes against women, and it was really close to me, the project. Reason behind is I was seeing this news every day that was happening about the crime, especially against the women. And I always wanted to not only complain to government, complain to police force that, okay, why we are not solving this problem. I was a person who was more like, why I have the complete skills. Being an engineer, I must be the most innovating person, or I'm in most innovating domain in the industry. Why not? I'm thinking about solving this problem. At that particular time, it was really tough because I was into the college, and I have to learn a lot about AI. I have to learn about how we can create a predictive model or how we can understand data, like what what impacts crime. It could be the sex ratio of that particular demography or particular location, or it could be the per capita income, or it could be the education. What is the basic education that is available in location, so that we can give the alarm to our government that, okay, in this location the crime is high because of there is less jobs, or there is less opportunity, or there is less per capita income. People are not able to grow, people are not able to get opportunity to learn or upskill and become society ready. We created this model. At the same time, we deployed those model into APIs with them on maps to understand which places have the high number of crime rates. With this, what it was able to do, it was able to help our police forces, the surveillance team, to better manage their surveillance, because police cannot be everywhere, right? We are talking about India with such a huge population. Police cannot be everywhere. So we have to think about how we can efficiently use our existing resource. And that's what, using that model, our AI model was able to do it, was able to find out the hotspot region where the most of the crime is happening, so that the police should be there, at least there, right? And when I was giving interview in Microsoft or even in other companies, even they were not asking me how I am solving this problem. They were just motivated and inspired that, being a college student, I was able to think about a problem that is there in an industry or that is there into the society. And and I, trust me, a couple of my interview round just goes talking about my project. Later I published that as a research paper that is now available on IEEE as well. If you want, you can learn, or you can just go through that so that you can also think what could be the real problem that you can solve uh, around you. Maybe a traffic problem. I'm currently in Bangalore. Every day when I have to go to office, it take me 1 hour even for 4 or 5 kilometer. It's a huge problem. Recently, I think IT minister of Karnataka released research where they were telling that $20 million is getting lost every year because we are spending more time in traffic, especially in a IT city, or I would say Silicon Valley of India, that is Bangalore. So this is a real problem that is there into the industry, and with AI solutions we can solve this problem. And that's what even we will learn with this process using AI services, how you can think about these type of problem and how you can use already existing model that is there into Azure, that you can use and solve and create project on top of that. And then comes the week 4, where 7 and 8, where we are going to talk about Azure AI Search. It's one of the fascinating service that I use in my day-to-day work. It's about how to extract information. There is information, even when you talk about Chat GPT, there is information from where it's trying to extract information. How it get the exact information that is more relevant to you? It use AI search. It AI search behind the scene use semantic vector, where it use AI mathematics, I would say, to fetch the exact or most relevant information based upon the prompt that you are entering. And it's a huge development into the AI, and it is one of the service behind the Chat GPT that you are seeing today. So we are going to talk about how it works, how to create your own search service, how you can create your own knowledge, and how to extract or ask questions from your knowledge. Okay, and we are going to talk about advanced feature of AI search service itself. Then we are going to talk about knowledge mining, how to use AI search to extract the knowledge in real time and perform some semantic rankings into Azure, vector search. These things we are going to learn during the this particular session. I'm not going to talk more about today because there is a dedicated session, and I don't want to just bombard you with a lot of fancy words. So we are going to break these words into very easy language, easy to grab, so that you can understand and learn better. And then we are going to talk about session 9. It is again one of my favorite, and I think you all will be able to relate to a lot of this. It's generative AI. Everywhere you are hearing, you must be hearing this particular service, generative AI, generative AI term. Um, Today we are seeing Chat GPT. It's a generative AI model. So we are going to learn how you can create your own generative AI solution, that is Azure AI service, Azure Open AI service, and we will help you to train your own model based upon your own use case. Let's say you are a college student and you have to write a lot of assessment. Rather than you writing assessment, you can train your model to all those books or whatever the things that you learn in your college, feed into that, and so that when you ask the question related to your assessment, it generate the answer in a real time. And that should be the based upon the data that you have entered, not using the internet data. With that, you can make it personalize your own AI model. I'm just giving an example. There could be a lot of problem that you can solve using the generative AI. Apply prompt engineering with Azure OpenAI services. We'll learn about prompt engineering, and we will then talk about how to generate code with Azure OpenAI services. Today, when Satya was here last year for Azure Microsoft AI Tour India, there was an interesting research that he was showing, and he was talking about that by 2027, India will surpass US being the highest number of developers across the world. It's going to be huge achievement, or I would say a huge shift in power that is going to happen. And when we have AI to be successful in the world, India should lead it. India should be the country who should be responsible to leading the world of AI. You will shock to know that out of every 3 AI engineer, one is coming from India. So we as the Indians hold a lot of responsibility and lot of work to do, because country or complete technology depend upon us. There is a lot of job opportunity that are coming into the, especially into the AI space, I would say cloud and AI space, because these models are there into AI. And let's say if you are going to surpass the number of developers compared to other countries, we have to understand how we can be optimized, how we can be efficient to do more work with less time, so that we can get more time for our family, our closed one. And AI can do that. AI can help you write your own code, help you understand the already written legacy code. It can help you write the new feature of your applications using GitHub Copilot or um, um, other model that is there into generative AI, generate code model into AI that we are going to talk about, that is DaVinci into OpenAI solutions as well. We are going to talk about these services and how you're going to use it to be more effective and more efficient. One more research that was published, that we are seeing to be a 5 trillion economy by 2027 or 2030 something, and $50 billion is expected to come from this particular domain, AI, which means that if 50 billion, where company is going to invest, or where country is going to invest, it's going to invest on infrastructure. Second thing, talent pool. And that's where we as a um, I would say employee or being a enthusiast of technology, we come into the picture. Because if the company is going to build or more AI solutions, they will need people to build those solutions, right, or to bring them into market. So that's where the demand of AI cloud engineer is going to increase, and learning the skills that we are talking about will help you do that, especially this generative AI. I'm going to deliver the session on generative AI. That will be the, I would say, last technical session in our complete boot camp. And then we'll talk about generate image also using Azure OpenAI. We'll talk about RAG model. We'll talk about responsible AI. Because when we talk about AI today, it's very important that everyone who use AI, they understand the responsible principle of AI. Because let's say we are creating an AI model that can tell whether to give a person loan or not. Let's say a finance application we are building, and there could be chance that that data can be biased. The data on which we are training our model, it could be biased based upon maybe the sex orientation, or maybe the based upon demography, maybe the based upon color, or maybe the based upon origin. If these type of, I would say, bias will be there into the data, our AI model will also be biased to specific community or specific group of people. But it should not happen. It should be a big chaos if this happens. That's where being an AI user or being a developer, or even just the person who use AI on a day-to-day basis, we need to understand the responsive principle of AI, how you understand the responsible guidelines to use AI effectively and efficiently. And that's what we are going to cover in AI 102 or AI 900. You see a lot of questions related to responsible AI, because Microsoft invest a lot to make this solution responsible, make this solution accessible to everyone. It should be diversified so that everyone should be treated equally by AI models. And that's what we are going to learn. And that's all from my side. We covered the generic overview, what all we are going to cover in each session. Uh, but now there is exciting part, what you can, apart from learning, definitely you're going to learn skills. You are going to bring multiple projects. I'm like, at least tomorrow only I am delivering the session, and you are going to at least create three, or I would say two, three small projects or small models that will help you to add some skills in your day-to-day life, as well as into your resume. Trust me, it is going to be very simple. You will think, okay, that is this simple to use AI model in my own project. Yes, it's going to be very simple. Anyone can able to understand what it's doing and how you can do by yourself. And we will talk about that in your or tomorrow session. But apart from that, there is lot of opportunity, or lot of, I would say, opportunity to win. You have during the complete bootcamp, every day you will going to have opportunities to win goodies, to win swags, to win opportunity of getting subscriptions. And that's what Yash is going to cover. Over to you, Yash.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insightful overview of the bootcamp. So, as Saurabh sir mentioned, we will be coming to the exciting part. So we are offering some amazing goodies. Here's you can get involved. So participants are required to write blogs or maintain GitHub repository for each session, showcasing their learnings. And don't forget to post about your learnings on LinkedIn or Twitter, tagging Azure Developer Community, Labs, and me. Engagement in the live sessions will be monitored, and we will release a form every Thursday to collect your submissions. Scan the QR code on your screen to follow our social media handles and join our WhatsApp community for the latest updates. We want you to stay engaged throughout the bootcamp, as this will enhance your learning experience and help you connect with the fellow participants. So, till now, you can scan the QR. I hope you have scanned the QR. If not, you can pause the screen and scan the QR. We will be moving forward. The top three participants for every session who create the best blogs or GitHub pages will win the branded Microsoft goodies. We have an exciting problem solving challenge. Participants will be required to think of a use case and solve it using the skills and knowledge acquired by the end of week 3, and write a solution oriented blog or GitHub page. So the top 5 winners will be awarded exciting goodies from these labs. The winners of the problem solving challenge will receive premium goodies and a 6-month WizLab subscription. And also at the end of bootcamp, the top 15 participant will win the best, with the best blogs or GitHub repository, will win a 1 month WizLab subscription. Finally, our session on the 17th November will be the concluding session where we will announce all the winners of Bootcamp Challenge and awards. We'll also have a discussion on job opportunities and the market for AI enthusiasts to help you plan your next step in this exciting field. Before we wrap up, I would like to remind everyone of the important guidelines to receive the goodies. Make sure you actively participate in the live sessions, engage with the community, and submit your blogs or GitHub repositories every week. Finally, don't forget to follow us on social media and join our WhatsApp community. So, Saurabh sir will take over, like he wants to share some things. Yeah, Saurabh sir.
Thank you, Yash, for all these things putting together, providing opportunity to get goodies, to win swags, and also access to the WizLabs platform. Guys, you may be thinking that why Yash and the team has put this type of constraint, whether you have to write blog, share it on LinkedIn, tagging Azure developer community, WizLabs, because they want to bring you visible. They want you to be visible into the community or into the space. Today we are living in an era where you are the person who should market yourself. And the best way to do is writing blogs. Whatever you are learning, you are willing to share with others. You're willing to help other upskill in this world. And that is one of the fantastic skills anyone can get. Once you write blog or when you share it on LinkedIn, you always ahead of 90% of the people, because you are sharing. And lot of recruiter, maybe because you are tagging Microsoft, you are tagging Azure developer community, you are tagging WizLabs, you are tagging us as well, and we will going to reshare that post. Think about the visibility that you are going to get. Think about the visibility, because you already have the skills, and there are recruiter who are looking for those skills. Writing these blogs or writing this on LinkedIn or writing the post will bring your content visible to the people who is going to hire or who is looking to hire. And that's where the I would connection between the recruiter and the person who's looking for the jobs happens. So it's really critical you understand the importance of this. Last time, I would say 2 year back, we did when I was leading the Azure developer community in Dehradun, uh, we did AI 104 bootcamp. It was a huge successful event. A lot of people were able to get job or able to get internships because of the complete this process they followed. The process they learned every week. They created notes. They practice again, and they written blog or maintain a GitHub repository, and they used to share it on LinkedIn. They used to tag us on Twitter, LinkedIn itself. So that because of that, what used to happen is it got visibility. It got visibility from the recruiter. It got visibility in front of the person who's looking to hire those skills. You use proper tagging as well. So that, let's say you are learning AI, tag OpenAI, tag hashtag OpenAI, hashtag Azure. So that the person who is looking for the recruiter, I would say, looking for those skills, they will able to find you easily and help you maybe for your next process, maybe hiring or maybe the interview process. and it is one of the phenomenal way to sell yourself in the market, because today we are living in a world where you are responsible to sell yourself, why you are a good fit for this particular role, and why people should hire you. You are responsible to tell that. So it's really critical. You should be good enough, not only in technical, but to selling yourself as well. That's where I would conclude from my side. Feel free to connect me on LinkedIn, reach out to me anytime, any questions, any cursor, not related to just bootcamp, anything you want to ask me, my DMs are always open. You can ping me, I'm just a ping away. Thank you, yes, for inviting me, and all the best for all the learners. Looking forward to see you all as the AI engineer.
So thank you so much, sir, for sharing the information and also like encouraging our audience. So thank you all for being here today. We are really excited to start this journey with you. Let's make the most of the next 5 weeks and learn together. So see you tomorrow for our first session on Get Started with Azure AI Services by Saurav Raghuchi, sir. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.